All of us in the past 1 year have experienced a lot of uncertainty, isolation, difficulties, and it has certainly been a challenging period. But I like to see challenges and difficulties, whether they be in the form of circumstances which are peculiar to my individual life, or one which is a global challenge which we all of us are experiencing today in the form of the coronavirus crisis, as opportunities for reinvention. And I know that a lot of people are struggling with anxiety, isolation, they are experiencing loss of control. Many people may have lost their jobs. Some of us are having difficulty with staying at home. We feel cut off from our friends. Our interaction is limited to our family, and what has also happened is that within a family each one of us is struggling with our own challenges at a personal level, and so we tend not to be so kind to each other. We find it really difficult to interact with each other because before the COVID crisis struck and the lockdowns came into place, all of us led lives pretty much outside of our own families. And so then suddenly when you're thrown together, you feel it's like a big pressure to deal with each other. So I thought of helping people out with a journaling project. Now this is a 2 weeks of journaling initiative which we are going to try out, and the objective is to enhance your self-awareness. So now for this you may need a little notebook, a pen, and the willingness to work on yourself. You may, if you like, make your journal very colorful with any sort of colors, paints, whatever you like, decorative writing, but you can also make it about very simple writing, introspecting, reflecting and writing. And please set aside about 20 minutes in a day minimum for this. If you can set out more, say half an hour, it's good. I would say, go out into nature. If you don't have a garden of your own, if you can go down in your society where there is a garden, or you even step out in your balcony and spend some time in nature early in the morning, it might be a very good time for you to carry out this journaling activity. So wish you all the best. This journaling project is to be spread over 2 weeks, and every day you will have a statement or a question on which you reflect and write down in your journal. Now, day 1, I would say use 10 words to describe yourself. Now, it's often very easy for us to describe other people, but describing ourselves in say 10 words, that is something like, you are responsible, you are a good communicator, you may be an artist, you may say, okay, I'm a student of life. So use 10 words to describe yourself. If you want, you can make this into a sentence about yourself, or you can just use 10 words where you see yourself as, start seeing yourself, I would say, as a product. And what is it that you stand for? So try and list down those words, and you'll find that it's very difficult for us to, many a time actually introspect and know ourselves truly for who we are. So try this. Use 10 words to describe yourself and reflect on it on day 1. Day 2, the prompt for day 2 is for you to write down the words you need to hear. Now, the words that we need to hear sometimes are those which may be seeking validation from others. You may find that, okay, I need to hear my parents say that I'm a good son or a good daughter. Or I need to hear my boss say that I'm a valuable employee. Or, you may need to hear the words, this too shall pass, because this is a very difficult period in everyone's life in general. So what is it? Which are those words that you need to hear? That, good times are coming soon. Something like that. Now, this would be very personal. I have just given you some examples. Please come up with your own things, and remember that this is your personal journey. There's nothing right and wrong about what you are going to write. It is all for yourself, and it is finally going to work to enhance your own self-awareness, getting to know yourself better. Now, day 3 is very interesting. It starts getting interesting now. Write down everything you would like to say yes to. So what is it that you want to say yes to? Good health, abundance, a new job, or your first job, a good salary, say an understanding boss, great company, excellent result. Whatever it is, you want to write down everything that you would like to say yes to. So whatever opportunities and good things that you visualize for yourself, don't think about why they can't happen. Just focus and write down everything that you want to say yes to in life. Day 4, the prompt is write down everything you would like to say no to. So if somebody, other people's priorities, emergencies become your priority, then you would say that, okay, I would like to say no to everything that is working like a drain on my time. It's eating up my time and I have no time left to do something for myself. So I would like to say no to that friend who calls me up or only when they need something. I would like to say no to everybody who doesn't want to help themselves and depends on me for every little thing. Okay, this is or I would like to say no to negativity. I would like to say no to criticizing people for an entire day. So write down everything that you would like to say no to. And if you can make it specific to that day, one day, every day, or say for a week or for a month, it could also be something like, I would like to say no to sugar, or I would like to say no to processed foods. It can be even that, but I would suggest you try and think about various aspects. I would like to say no to anything that does not give me time to exercise, or I would like to say no to anything that eats into my reading time, that type of thing. Day 5, take some time to write down what surprises you about life. Now, this could be a life in general, or it could be about your own life. Like sometimes you look back and you think that, okay, something so bad happened in your life and you thought at that point of time that you will not be able to get past that, but you have survived it. So this could surprise you about how resilient you are, how determined you are, how bad times don't last. Just like good times don't last, like that bad times don't last. So write down what surprises you about either your own life or life in general. That's your prompt for day 5. Now, day 6, which are the words you would like to live by? So if this was left to me, I would say, the words which I would like to live by are gratitude, consistency, creativity, say starting my own venture, or making things better, for leaving this world better than I found it, or leaving people better than I found them. So which are those words by which you would like to live? So that could be contribution, it could be anything, it could be punctuality, it could be financial independence. This is, as I said, it's a very personal thing. So what is it that you would like to live by? Choose those words. Now, day 7, the prompt is I cannot imagine my life without. Now, this could be without my loved ones. It could be even something like I cannot imagine my life without water. I cannot imagine my life without my pet or without my phone. And this will make you realize what is it that you have made like the crux of your life. And then really whether is it so difficult to lead your life without your bike or without your car or without your phone. And if you come up with something more meaningful than that, then that says a lot about where you are on the ladder of self-development. On day 8, I urge you to make a list of people who genuinely support you and add value to your life. And I would encourage you to take time to connect with them. So while we are under strict curbs now, due to the coronavirus crisis, when I say connect with them, take time to call them up and ask them. Don't just text them, because that's how we have become. We are texting people with whom we live in the same house also, instead of talking to them. So your human voice can establish connection, meaningful connections. So don't just make a list, but take time to connect with them. So even if it's your parents, have a cup of tea with them, or say that okay, today I'll make dinner, or fix them a salad or a snack or something like that, and use that 5 minutes to connect with them, truly connect with them, and ask them how their day was. Day 9, make a list of everything that inspires you. Now this could be right from nature, people, books, public figures, a television program, a film, anything. Make a list of everything that inspires you. Like I always say that flowers inspire me because they never complain about the environment in which they grow. They don't say, oh, I'm sitting in the middle of mud and how can I grow? Or the birds I see around me bustling about, chirping away happily, working through the day. They don't complain like, oh God, another day to deal with. That's how many of us wake up in the morning. So make a list of everything that inspires you. So in my evening walk, I come across 2 of these common Asian toads. And what I like about them is that the moment the sun sets, it's dark, these 2 are out happily, looking for insects, and they're sitting there nice. They don't complain that, oh my God, now how am I going to get my meal for this evening? You mean I actually have to go out and work? So all these things inspire me. So please make a list of everything that inspires you. Day 10, please complete the sentence, I am happiest when, and feel free to be very honest about this. You can say I'm happiest when my mother makes my favorite dessert, or I'm happiest when I have got a lot of peace and quiet and me time. It could be little things, or it could be something big. And then the idea of this is to see what makes you happy. Are those things very materialistic, or are they a little more meaningful? So go ahead and look at this, completing this sentence. Day 11, complete this sentence again. I feel most energized when. So I could say I feel most energized when I see somebody really working very hard, or if I see, or if I see, look around me in nature and I see, that various animals and birds, how they are going about life without complaining. I feel most energized after I have exercised for half an hour, or after I have meditated. So you pick. This is, again, as I said, it's very personal. Now, day 12, answer this question. What's the one thing you need to learn to lead a more fulfilling life? And that could be giving up control, trying to control others, giving up feeling bad about things, or clinging to, bad memories. So you need to learn certain things to lead a more fulfilling life, and this is something you need to answer for yourself. I have given you a few examples. Now, day 13. Which are the questions to which you need answers? Now, these are significant questions in life. That is, sometimes we would question, why are we here? Why have we been put on this earth? What is our purpose? What is our mission? Now, these are the bigger questions. But your question could be, at this point of time, when will I get a job? When will I become financially independent? Okay, if I want to pursue a particular course, how do I go about it? Finances are a restriction, and so or a constraint. So can I get a scholarship? Things like that. Which are the significant questions in life to which you, at this point of time, at this juncture in your life, need answers? Day 14, the last day of this 2-week journaling challenge, is all about answering the question, what are the changes you need to make in order to advance in the direction of the life you want? So, supposing you have this idea about a kind of life which you want or you visualize for yourself, then what are the changes that you need to make to move ahead in that direction? So supposing you want to go and study abroad, it's just an example. You want to go to, say, Europe, or you want to go to Germany, so you need to learn the language which is spoken there. Probably that could be one change. Or your change in the changes you need to make in life could be about something like you need to exercise and eat healthy. So or you need to start saying no to people who are energy vampires. So this again, it you have to answer for yourself, and go ahead and make an exhaustive list, and then choose from that what is manageable for you, and start making one little change every day. So I'd like to thank everyone who has decided to take on this 2-week journaling project, and I wish you a period of self-discovery. May this 2-week period help you to understand yourself better. And I think many of us don't realize this. We focus on wanting other people to change, or we focus on wanting better situations and circumstances, or we think that when this happens in my life, when I get that job, or when I get married, or when I get a better car, I'll be happier. But we fail to realize that we hold the key to change, transformation, and we can control a lot of what actually happens in our life by being more self-aware. As Carl Jung has said, who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakes. Wishing you a period of awakening. Thank you.